The range is the quickest and most obvious method that takes the lowest and highest number to show in which range the values reside.
The mid-range is the value that is midpoint of the range. It is calculated by adding the lowest and highest number and divide the sum by 2.
The median is the value that is the middle number in a sorted list of values. If there is an odd number of values, the median is the number that has an equal amount of values above and below itself. If there is an even number of values, the median is the result of dividing the sum of the middle pair by 2.
The arithmetic mean is the most used average method, in which all values are added up and divided by n, the size of the sample.
The mode is the value that occurs most often. If all values are different, it has no meaning. It is uncommon to have more than one mode.
The mean individual deviation is a deviation measured for every single sample point. It gives an indication about how far or close the sample point is from the mean. To calculate, you have to subtract the mean from the sample point.
The sample variance is defined as the average of the squared differences from the mean. It is used to show how varied the complete sample is.
The sample standard deviation is the root of the squared deviation. This is used more frequently because it is in the same dimension as the measured sample.
The standard error of the mean measures how far the sample mean is from the true population mean. It will always be smaller than the standard deviation. As n gets bigger and draws closer to infinity, the standard error of the mean approaches 0, which means that as the sample gets bigger, the sample mean gets more accurate to the mean of the entire population.
The population variance is an estimate from the sample deviation for the whole population.
The relation between population variance and population squared deviation is the same as between sample variance and sample standard deviation. To get all those calculations, Excel contains its own analysis tool. If you go to Data and you don't see the data analysis function, you have to install it via the add-in options. You activate the tool pack, then you see the data analysis field. You select descriptive statistics, then you enter an input range. After that, the output range, and you tick Summary Statistics. And here you go.
For Windows, if you go to Data and you do not see the data analysis function, you have to install it. For this, go to File and click on Options. Here, you select Add-ins, Data Analysis Toolpack, and click on Go. Now, select the box in front of Analysis Toolpack and click on OK. If you now go to Data, you will find the Data Analysis Toolbox. Click on it, select Descriptive Statistics, an input range, an output range. And tick summary statistics. There you go.